switch up the batteries. If you gave me a chance, I would take it. It's a shot in the dark, but I'll make it. Know with a little hope you can't shame me. When I am with you, there's no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. No, 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 no place I'd rather be. We set out on a mission to find our inner peace, make it everlasting, so nothing's incomplete. It's easy being with you, sacred simplicity. As long as we're together, there's no place I'd rather be.
All right, so hello, hello. I hear some kind of echo again. Let me figure out how to deal with it. Well, so all right, let me try this. Oops, sorry. You know, sometimes try to accommodate online teaching is problematic because it doesn't really make my life better. Hello? Hello? Why there's always such kind of echo? All right, forget about that. Okay, so today we are going to start evaluation of teaching. And I feel like at some point I have to give up people online because it's not really what we are supposed to do. Let me see. What can I do? I really want to create. What about this? Still, why? Hello? Why there's always echo? Hello? Hello? Where's that coming from? Let me do this. Will that be better? Will that be better? No, still the same. Still the same, still the same, still the same. So annoying. All right, so what can we do? What's the best thing to do? Why am I having echoes all the time? Hello? Is it okay? Oh, finally. All right. So, one more thing. I think I have to adjust it. Adjust this. Hello? 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 Okay, so today we are going to start our new series of study on how microprocessors work. And before we start talking about how microprocessor works, I believe in your life you must heard a lot from other people, some senior engineers that you know in your life, telling you about how can you make a program faster. So I'm curious about what you have heard since you so why don't you guys spend like 2 minutes together and talk about those stuff that you have heard about? People say, hey, you program it this way, and I will make it this way. Go. All right, what have you heard in the past in your life regarding how to write a faster program? One of the programming techniques that you have ever heard. Yes. Parallel programming. Okay. What else? Like, well, saying single-threaded programming. Not about parallel programming. What else have you heard? Cache. Well, that's what you just heard, right? What else? Yes. Cache map. Okay. So that's like why it is faster. Better algorithm. Okay. What else? Like some of the small techniques that you've ever heard. pipelining is, but how did you apply that in your programming? Okay, so, okay, so today we are going to talk about pipeline processor for sure, and we are going to talk about some pipeline others, as we have already, done in the reading bit. But, the reason why I'm starting this question is because when I in my childhood, I always got tested for, like, do you know how to write a code like this? So now I have a question. Like, okay, so everything is the language time, quick version with
Actually, it shows that I'm dismissed for the,
no, not at all. How about you?
like.
Okay.
All right, so.
All right, let's assume you guys can both. Wait, all right. All right, the wrap up is 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. Okay, so, well, looks like most of you think B is faster. So, but some of you think A is faster. So, can those of you think B is faster try to convince people in A why is it faster, or maybe the other way around? So you guys go ahead and discuss. All right, let's wrap up in 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. Okay, so let's see. So after discussion, so now more of you thinking is big. So, well, but the answer is actually, and if you don't believe, so sometimes cheating is not a good thing because a lot of times your friends are not that trustworthy as you would ever imagine, especially for this class. Like this midterm, I found a lot of interesting things because sometimes I feel like cheating is super easy to capture because most of the time when you guys cheating, the answer is wrong. All right, so here is the code we have, right? So this is the regular swap, which is the Stillbeer version that a lot of you would write intuitively. And this is the right-hand side version. And in my childhood, a lot of people would tell me that, well, this is a better way of writing swap because, because you don't know how to write this very intuitively. So it's a better way to write it, right? Most of the time people don't. And this is actually pretty difficult to read, right? So sometimes I just feel like people want to write this piece of code to demonstrate they are more superior than others in terms of programming techniques. But is it really better? So to use swap, and one of the place that we use swap the most is actually sorting. So for example, this is the algorithm for quick sort. So here I wrote a program that calls quick sort function. And this quick sort function, as you can tell, is indeed a quick sort. And I call swap here. And for the swap function, I use something called function pointer, and you should definitely know this technique. And for the function pointer, if the argument I pass is 1, I will use the exclusive OR. Otherwise, I would use just the register swap. And let's see. So the version A actually run with they both run with the same number of elements, right? And as you can tell, right? So let me run one more run, right? All right, so I try to run many runs, and as you can see, right? On average, version A is a lot faster than version B, right? Like for version B, it's consistently above 0.02, but version A, most of the time is under that, right? So this is an example telling you that, there are tons of things that changes that property. So I can tell you in 2 days, the rising company would be faster. But that's around 40 years. But now and now, young things are running inside the code. But why is this? This is what we're going to tell you in this class. And if you might have remembered, right, this table, right, and a lot of people have been using those to make your program really excel. But have you ever make the algorithm even more complex? So these are the things that we have to talk about. But to understand that, you have to know how the basic process works first. So we have very basic. Okay, so you might be curious why we don't start with one. We don't it shows up here. So every computer, as you know, is only objects are made, and we have to talk about the memory and with a lot of the measures that we have to understand that part, we have strength or say bridging the gap between the processes. So yeah, we're talking about on the processes. So today we are going to talk about how processes work. But how modem architecture works. How it works is the first. There is a program counter in a process pointing to the location of instruction in the memory. The program counter is nothing but a pointer to a memory location. And the program counter, again, is based on virtual memory. So that's why if you have an instruction cache access, and if you have a child device, right, you have to go through the page table to get the virtual to physical memory. Right, and depending on how many labels you have, you will have this many labels plus one. If you have so the very first thing to do, according to the program counter, which is essentially the memory counter, it is instruction from the memory. And what's next? The code, what is the code? Understand what the instruction is doing, right? The instruction is like a command. It tells the hardware what to do next. So the next thing to do is look over the instruction and then prepare the operands for upcoming execution. Right? So what next? Execute, right? So actually, after inspection is often two things you have to do, right? Understand what is that and prepare the operand. And then you execute it. What else? By execution, what kind of execution are you going to do? Math, okay, that's one type of execution. What else? What? Logical operation, right? What else? Retrieve from memory, okay. So memory operation, right? And if I want to do memory operation, what do I have to do? Well, I have to physically access the memory. What else? How do I know where am I going to access? I have to calculate it. So those are the things that I might physically do, right? And after I have done this operation, what am I going to do? What is my main number? Here are you back? So make sure that you figure that out clearly. Okay, so for writing that, you only update your result registers. The writing back in process is different from the if you don't have a command that specifically tells you to access them, you are not going to touch it. So if you are going to store something, you must have an instruction that will trigger store, which is already included in the execution or memory access point. So think about this, right? Because we want to support the execution of modular architecture, that's why we have this. So if we have those, right, according to one dimension, the processes, within the processes, we should have like as we mentioned, operations and we also have more area operations. Or on the get process and sometimes we do have which would change the program count. So we also need a sound unit to adjust if we need to change the program count and also memory operation. So these are four types of the four main categories of instructions that both processes. Right? And so you can imagine your processor is a collection of functional units performing units. But don't forget, right? We also, and we're having this instruction. So it's basically defined by the instruction set. So here's the thing, right? This is how we distribute program. You have the C program with C Java or whatever programming language you use. The compiler, the interpreter, the runtime would generate those instructions. And these instructions would be under the umbrella of something that we have to look at architecture, which defines the operations or the memory space that the underlying process. And in theory, your processor would implement those instructions in hardware. So here comes with that, right? So because every computer is a volume computer, so the life of the instruction looks like this. First of all, you have to fetch instruction from and then you have to decode this instruction in a way that there are two things that we have to do. First is that we have to figure out what instruction we want the processor to do. And then where are we going to, or what are the preference that the instruction is. And at the same time, don't forget, processor or ALUs, they only interact with registers. So you have to read the first register value, return in to remain at the input of your desired function. And then finally, you can start executing that instruction. And by execution, there are several things might be done initially. So if it is an LU operation, you can perform LU operations accordingly. Sometimes you have conditional branch that you have to determine if you have to check your target PC on the next instruction next in the next cycle. Or there may be memory operations that you have to determine the effective of the exact address of the data memory location, right? And then if a memory operation, you have to access the memory. And finally, when we say right here, the right back is different from the term of right back within the cache, is essentially talking about presenting LU or memory read-write result back to target region. So this is the life of the instruction as a normal data PC. Okay, so if it's an instruction that doesn't change the following counter, then it's just the location of the next instruction. Otherwise, you have to change. So that's the life of the instruction. So right? Here comes the basic idea of what process is. So you should have currently in order you should have a function and you have the fetch unit. And this instruction fetch unit will interact with the memory. We are getting instructions. And with that, the instruction come in and the instruction control unit would work together with the register file to detect the input of your desired function. And if it's a minor instruction, you might eventually update the PC. If it's a memory function, you may access memory and the input will be feedback to the register. And same thing for LU. They also will be feedback or say read that to the register. So here is the basic idea of this process. And then the very simple idea of how this process works. Well, it didn't even block. Right? If I can, then it's on the flow. Then the instruction will flow through everything. And what's this thing? There are a lot of things. Yeah, so right, what's this? Top right or C, right? The next top cycle when it comes, and another instruction would go through it. And again, in the next clock, we will do this. So every clock cycle, we put into one instruction, and depending on what instruction want us to do, they would use different functions. So you can assume that, well, if we implement a processor in this way, then your execution is typically like this, back to back. Everything confident is still back to back. So, but if you think about it, if you think about it, right, if you think about it, when I doing a whole cycle, right, the cycle is, first of all, right, if you want something to flow through everything, it takes a long time, right? And when this is something you use this functional unit, but this is free, this is free, this is free. So there are a lot of functional units are not used. So we want to improve the human watch um, 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 the most important part well, so if you don't want to pipeline, right, then but what is pipelining? So the idea of pipelining is this: different parts of the process, different instructions. So the very first thing you have to do is within the circuit, you have to partition it into different parts of the circuit that can happen simultaneously within that time. And um, in this way, you are going to allow a processor to bring up multiple instructions from the same parallel. And each of these instructions will be at a different state. So in this way, pipelining is actually allowing multiple instructions within the processor to execute simultaneously. So it improves some kind of parallelism of instructions. And a clock signal will control and synchronize the beginning and the end of each part of the work. So each part of the work at this time, we can call it pipeline stage. And finally, a pipeline register between different parts of the processor will keep those immediate results. So now, in the next cycle, we can propagate what needs to be done to the next pipeline. So that's the whole idea of pipeline. So let me show you this, right? So again, the animation. So this yellow guys, they are so-called pipeline. So the idea of pipeline is the clock controls the whole circuitry. And you can imagine every pipeline stage starts with reading pipeline register, and the pipeline registers would be the input of the rest of the circuit. And when you are done with it, you output to the pipeline register of the next thing that you are going to do. So here's the thing. In the beginning of the first pipeline, first cycle, we can have the first instruction into the pipeline like this. And then when the first instruction is simple, which you can see down, we point also to the center pipeline, the first pipeline. So now, once I have my output captured by that pipeline, in the beginning of the next block, the red instruction working on the inputs from the first pipeline register using the circuitry key. Okay. In the meantime, I have already nailed the first part of the circuit to the second. Okay. So if you keep propagating, you will figure out that when it goes by, right, your pipeline would be filled with instructions that would be executed simultaneously. So later and later, we will figure out that everyone in your process will be. And which means that your utilization of the processor is huge. And another thing to think about is that in advance, the whole cycle includes all those. But now, each cycle, your cycle time is only this one, a steady flow. So the cycle time could be long. So pipeline actually is really a cycle time. Because now, each cycle, you only need to do some within the pipeline state, rather than the whole thing of the instruction. Now, if you still don't understand what combining is, maybe you should go to the plane for one. So, if you ever go to some, this is how it works, right? So, first, you might know, so you can assume there is one reason why the instruction now, right? And the first attendee will ask you, what kind of, right? And then, what kind of you want to where your stop will be put into something your root or you know part of candy will be serving the next problem. So the same thing here is like you can think about your processor now has multiple attendees, like software, right? So the first attendee is like the instruction fetch. And the second attendee is like instruction decode. And the third attendee, which is potentially being a register, and it will be another, right? So in this way, subway could potentially be, so that's why subway is typically faster than other places in a lot, right? Because it uses the concept of pipeline. So if you don't understand pipeline, hopefully that's a matter of understanding. So if I did pipeline, what happens? In a first cycle, my instruction instead of going through the whole thing of execution, I only do one thing, which is potentially like instruction. And in the next cycle, this young person instruction only does one thing, because. But in the meantime, your instruction set could be freed up to serve. Now, when next cycle comes, the first instruction can be computed, the second instruction can be decoded, and now the third instruction can come in and being fetched. In a fourth cycle, right, we can assume the first instruction can now present the result to the register. The third instruction can use exactly the same functional unit that the previous instruction is using. And the third instruction is now decoded, and we have to start fetching the fourth instruction. So in this way, you can think with the pipelining, right? Previously, only one instruction is allowed in the pipeline, in the process. But now we allow four instructions to be performed concurrently within this process. So, and another good thing about this is that the cycle time is now only counted by the amount of work that you have to do within the pipeline state instead of the closing of the instruction. The cycle time is shorter and you can do more instructions in parallel. So if you draw a time diagram of pipeline execution, it's actually something like this, right? So in the first cycle, the second instruction, the second cycle will become the first instruction second again, and in the third cycle is still the first, become the second, like the third, and then right after the first is still the second, become the third, and the fourth, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. You can figure out that the processor is always having four instructions in parallel. And another good thing about this is that every cycle we are generating outcomes of the instruction. So the CPI, cycle per instruction, is still the same as a processor that does the instruction every cycle. But the cycles are to be a lot shorter. Isn't it amazing? Okay, thanks. So that's the original part. What is the world really? Let me just everything simply. Can you tell me how many pairs of instructions are preventing the pipeline? We have a pipeline similar to what I have shown you previously. All right, let's move on in 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. Okay, so let's see what do you guys think. All right, so this is why I go in this camera. Okay, so why don't you guys go ahead and discuss with friends and see what's happening. All right, let's wrap up in 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. Okay, so after discussion, PNC, they are so popular answers, some reason is E. So let's see. What should it look like? Right? So this is the instruction sequence that we have. So what are the 2 or 3 that you think will prevent it from generating results mostly back to them?
I think 3, 5,
3 and 5. Why is 3 and 5?
Because that three has to. I think the second one is I plus plus. So the three need ECX. So it's ECX must be completed.
So, okay, so just looking at the instruction, why 3 and 5?
Because I think because that we need the value of the previous instruction.
Does 5 need the value of
It, it needs the value of 4.
Okay, so then you cannot say 3 and 5. Right? You have to say, well, there is a pair of instructions because the question is asking about how many pairs.
Okay, so it's 2, 3, and 4, 5.
It's 2, 3, and 4, 5. So for 2, where is it from? So what is 2 doing?
2 means I plus 1. I do the bit 2. I'm not sure.
Is 2 really I plus 1? Well, let's ignore what it is doing. Well, to be honest, I think I plus 1 is actually cool. But that's a 2. Right? For 2, it's actually a movement instruction in the 86, and in the 86 instruction, so I guess a lot of you probably either really the time reading if you don't understand what I'm doing here, right? So the textbook usually supply, and I've been thinking about if I should give you guys this supply for 86 or farm. And turns out that I decided that field is 86 for a few reasons. Because most of the time, if you are writing programs from software, is the thing that you are going to deal with most of the time. And so x86 is still the computing architecture of cloud computing, so architectures. So readiness is real or better real. And for a lot of people think that they need this very, very so in another thing, if I want to be able to share with you guys, one of that is we were going to follow the time with the two times. So what does that mean is that you can start with your sentence within one day. Figure out not possible for the pregnancy. But it's never possible if you remove this in context because it's going to take long. And so those are and this textbook is usually fine. But to be honest, there's always
I don't like it.
you don't like it, then not a good reason, right? But to be honest, I think risk 5 is very easy to understand. But if I want you to practice what you have learned, it's not possible to do risk 5. So that's why I think if I want you to have experience practicing what you have learned in class, that's the 86 is one of the best. All right. So let me give you a few quick notes regarding what method 86 looks like. So this is the look standard format of method 86 instruction. So as you can tell, the first column is indeed the instruction, the command, and the second one is used as a source of your value. And the third argument is typically a source also of that. So for the first instruction, it actually means I am doing EAS is a register equal to EA is code for EA. So as a lot of you know, if I'm doing this, actually initialize it. And the second instruction, right, like this, you see a quote here. So when you everything that it is a memory and so it means that I'm treating this as a memory entry. So you can see it as a pointer instruction. Right? So this is treated as a memory address. So if you are moving a memory address to a register, what is this?
AI, loading AI.
It's actually a loading instruction. So what you will have to figure out is that it's actually equal to the memory. So, so this is, so comparing something a little bit, it's actually comparing the result. There's two registers and put it in one. Rather than just one. So then, the next instruction, which is just not equal, will check. We'll check the point, and if the point is not set, for example, the point is not set as equal, then you will change it which is something. So that's the whole idea of this one. And for this one, actually, right, is adding the value of the word into so it's actually like RBI plus equal. Okay, so hopefully now you get it. So with this, what happens is in the first cycle, when you fetching something. Then will be prepared. Okay, well, that's the right. The first cycle manufacturing instruction and the second cycle decode and fetch. So far no issues, right? Then in the third cycle, we still trying the two instruction, which will use the integer LU, and I'm trying to decode the second instruction that is trying to fetch the third. Any issue there? The world is still perfect. Right? So now, I'm going to, the other side, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to run to, EAX. And for instruction 2, I'm going to set the memory because this is the right operation, right? And for instruction 3, I wanted to decode the instruction 4, so it's batching. And
Lost.
you're not sure.
Should
You're good about it.
do three dash the right while it
Okay, okay, right? 3. What is it using? 3 is using ECS. Right? So first, and 3 get the right value of ECS. And is that a value we want with ECS? Can we get a value we want with ECS? Yes or no? No, right? Why? Because the second instruction hasn't prevents the result. You know, you just, right? So 2 and 3 is from memory. EAX. Don't forget, the second register on the memory and also so always have the memory. 1, 2, 3. One. Oh. If we don't know this one, good morning. Well, not be able to use the end. Yeah, we might allow this connect with access ENX to this time. We won't get the right value. Right? So one, two, three, also problematic. Problematic. Right? So one, two, three, one, two. All right. So here are the things. And so one, three, one, two. Right? Yeah, another thing, which is always within. We're talking about 800. We need to ask. If you only have one memory unit, a few minutes, who can be? So actually two and three are also. So one, two, one, three, two, four. All combined one, three, two. So yeah, here. Okay. So when we start, yeah, and in the next cycle, you're going to see a so the answer is there are some more things, right? So for example, here, let which then I want to see if I'm going to return or do something. But I just couldn't figure out. Here, so it's stuff. So there are so many things in there from getting in talking to some the answer is actually right. So the thing is 5 years of instruction that's what we created YouTube. And why we have this kind of issue? Again, similar to what we have done in catch method. We categorize them into the rematch challenge. In pipelining, we also categorize this pipeline issues into three different components. So what the first type of method is called structural method. So it means that two instructions, they are committed with the same key. So for example, both of them need to access memory. Both of them need to update or read the same register. Both of them need the same LU and the same time. That's structural method. And if we only have one unit, we are not being able to support it, right? So, for example, one thing I would say we shouldn't do is that if you see the professor is preparing in class, the lecture, in the beginning of the lecture, don't bother because we got a lot of things that we need to set up. And you are actually competing with the course preparation, which is the instruction with answering your question. And I'm only one person. The second is control method. Right? So sometimes one pipeline can work smoothly because every cycle we generate the result of an instruction. But don't forget to support that. We also need to factor in something every cycle. But sometimes we just don't know who is the next. For example, when you have a branch, right, you have an undecided vector to go which direction. So that's control hazard. Finally, they have given instruction means the outcome of an earlier instruction to generate the right result. So what means logically agree. So to be honest, you can always instruct the student instruction without carrying the output of non-instruction as long as there is no something that will but the reason might be what the program wants. So if you want to make sure that the program runs and generates exactly result you want, you have to be able to do that. So those are three types of methods that we would interpret. So now, when we watch how many methods that we show in this slide belongs to the all right, everybody, in 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. All right, let's see what it actually. So C, D, they are popular answers, but why don't you talk to your friends and Dan because you, and what you have learned on the weekend and you start and, you might not be, your friends. So, all right, let's wrap up in 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. Okay, so after discussion, you're obviously. So, what's the definition of data hazard?
Let me do
Did you know it? I thought I just said it. What's data hazard? or be more precise, register. Register when its value is not available for the target to use. Right? That's the concept. So, according to that definition, where is this office or data hazard? Is this data hazard? What kind of hazard is that? Say it now. What kind of hazard is that? What kind of hazard is that? What kind of hazard is that? I won't invite you to my concert. What kind of hazard? All right. What kind of hazard? What kind of hazard is that? Structure. What kind of hazard is this? What kind of hazard is this? Okay. What kind of hazard is this? What kind of hazard is this? What kind of hazard is this? What kind of hazard? What kind of hazard is this? How many times is that data? Why are you choosing C? Alright, so structural hazard, structural hazard, control hazard, data hazard, data hazard, data hazard. Right, we have some data hazard here. We call it choosing C. Right, C. Oh, all right, so then can you tell me why is A fast? Can you tell me why is B fast? All right, that's about in 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. All right. So, we can see our popular answer. So let's see. Can you guys go ahead and discuss with each other real quick? Using maybe a minute. So. All right, let's wrap up in 15. All right, let's wrap up in 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. Okay, so why is it fast? All right, so after discussion, this is what we saw. Well, some of you move to C, some of you consider it easier, and some of you will say, okay, so why? So the answer is B, but why? Why? Why is B fast? Why is A faster and why is it because of data hazard?
E has data handling. C is the structure other this function. But
Where are we having those hazards? So, okay, so let's take a look of the code being generated. So let me see. Okay, let me just write a cell real quick. C dash S dash 03. Or the so this is swap.c. I remember swap.c. All right. Well, the default. Oh, that's not a directory where I am. So this is the directory where we should be. And this is the pipeline. Okay, so render code. What that is. All right. So if you look at the code we have, right, this is the part of code for the exclusive or swap. So if you look at the exclusive or swap, right, what will happen here is that move L to EAX, exclusive or to EAX, and don't forget EAX serve as both source and destination, right? So these two, they have data hazard. And then the next instruction also use EAX. This one also use EAX. This one also use EAX. This one also use EAX, right? Everyone is depending on EAX. And here, RSI, RSI, RDI, RDI, right? That's really bad. But if you look at the register swap, well, it still have data dependencies, but it's actually two chains, right? One with EAX, one with EDX. So that's why the performance is different, right? All right. So if we want to address pipeline hazard, the first universal solution is actually solve whenever we need to deal with them. So what happens is that, well, if we don't solve, then, so for example, I thought it means the later instruction would stay at the same time stage and keep waiting until its desired outcome. So previously, we had an issue here because we cannot get the right value of EX. We also cannot get the right value of EX. But if we are stalling the third instruction until the second instruction finishes right back, everything will be wrong. You agree with that? Right? But what's the cost? it's just so slow, right? Because this 5 instruction actually is 5 additional cycles to address those 5 hits. So to deal with habits, we need to be creative in a way that we have to change in our code, in our architecture. So now we're going to talk about how do we do that in. So again, right, the word structural habit is simple because your hardware doesn't allow 2 instructions to execute simultaneously. So there is no better option than change your hardware. There is no better option than change your hardware. So right here, right? If we have that issue, then a wise way that you may imagine from this line and so on, and so on and so on. This is the solution we are going to apply. Then we partition a single cycle into 2 paths. The first path we allow the right register. And the second one, we allow the low register. Doing this, well, definitely you can do low first and right second. But if you think about it, most of the time, you need to load the open. So there's no distinction between. However, if you want to avoid further things, it's better to run first than read first. So that's the first optimization we would do in the hardware. So in this way, now we will look at the reason and both of them are accessing EAX. One is writing, the other is reading, right? Write first and then read it. So in this way, you can assume down. In instruction decode, we don't do register write in the first part. And also that makes it no sense, make a lot of sense because we have to decode to know which register you want. So it makes a lot of sense. And then the write back would happen in the first time. And if you are aware of the complexity of the circuit, typically the students say, or the memory say, they take long term longer because only young but others have to deal with memory. Now, another thing that in fact there is other issue is the memory unit only has one. So we need to access the socket and memory system. Falls under the point. Okay. So if you check your L1 cache, typically when you do LCD, it will tell you that the socket you have to on cache. So in this way, you can complete the board. You are actually calculating the socket access and the data. So that's why every processor that you see nowadays, they all have split over time. Not only because in some cases, but also because it's really good, right? And well, so we can talk about this later, because I know there's one more thing here on. So we just had different creatives, and I see some of you already said about it. But again, we heard it and the ratio based on total, the final rule. So here's the final rule that is done for we want. And I'm trying to what we have projected and draw this part. We're going to give a block, we are this part, you're going to get an A. And for this part, you're probably going to get an A minus. For this part, B plus, for this part, B and A minus. And I typically don't give you a C. So, if you don't want me to give you a single, so, again, if you really want to, so everyone, well, we can different votes. Everyone still has a chance to apply. And if you really want to make that happen, I think one of the most important things that we should have done, we should start everyone. And
To be a debugger.
and the thing is that I have minimum assignment 2 weeks before the moment. And the also can't really do the Friday or twenty the day of the off later. Other than that, enjoy the rest of the day. I will see you next week.
We're 1,000 miles from comfort. We have traveled land and sea.